Throughout America, hundreds of thousands of children suffer from abuse or neglect, ranging from physical, mental, and emotional damage. Because of this, federal policies have been put into place to protect suspected children from harmful situations. After the mandated reports of child abuse and neglect policy was introduced in the 1960s, statistics showed an increasing number of reported cases revealing that it was a national issue. The government introduced CAPTA to provide state-funded programs and research. The Child Abuse Prevention and Treatment Act defines child abuse and neglect as, at a minimum, any recent act or failure to act on the part of a parent or caretaker which results in death, serious physical or emotional harm, sexual abuse or exploitation, or an act or failure to act which presents an imminent risk of serious harm. When a child is reported for being abused, the family becomes disrupted. Social services will decide where is the best place for the child to go, and the parents can serve up to 24 months in jail and/or receive a fine of $25,000. Maltreatment can take many forms, and some children can suffer from more than one type. Since 1999, the majority of children confirmed to be victims of child maltreatment. The following are the percentages of children who experienced maltreatment in 2005. Media attention on child abuse and neglect increased during the 1960s, as did the call for action. In 1962, the Children's Bureau sponsored a one-day meeting to discuss ways in which it could support states and communities in addressing the problem of child abuse. The case of Mary Ellen Wilson marked the establishment of legal remedies for child abuse. Mary Ellen was born March 1864 to Francis and Thomas Wilson. Upon Thomas's death, Frances had to take a job and was no longer able to stay at home to raise her infant daughter. She boarded her daughter, a common practice at the time, with a woman named Mary Score. When Frances Wilson's financial situation worsened, she began to miss her visitation dates with her daughter and was no longer able to make child care payments to Score. Score turned Mary Ellen into the New York City Department of Charities. Mary Ellen was then placed into custody of two people who claimed to be her legal parents. Mary Ellen had signs of being physically abused, malnourished, and neglected. Countries that are responsible for condoning child maltreatment or continuously place children in hazardous situations usually experience no repercussions for their actions. There is no effective method on enforcing international law, and therefore countries have the ability to utilize and exploit children for their advancement.